It's the podcast nobody asked for. Gary and Terry argue about music.
Gary Knight.
Terry O'Brien.
We're back for our February episode of Gary and Terry Argue About
and
Music.
It's getting a little chilly out there, isn't it?
It is. It's actually, we are here today on Martin Luther King Day to record this episode for February.
That's right. So we're one step ahead of everything, aren't we?
And the question of the day will be something to do around that subject. So we'll come back to that at the end here.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we're back for another episode of this. We have a great guest we're going to bring out here in a minute. What's going on with the Fries? Are you guys still in hiatus?
We're in hibernation mode until I think our first show is going to be May 30th.
Once you start, then you go up to about Christmas, and then you're...
No. We go up to about October-ish, and then we may have... Well, we do have one show a week before Christmas or 2 weeks before, but we're pretty much sardined in from...
There's nothing wrong with that.
From May to... Well, if you saw what I have to deal with schedule-wise, there's like maybe 1 or 2 open dates per month that I can work with because everything is solidly booked.
Well, what I hate, and I don't hate it, the fact that we tend to book ourselves out for a year. Yeah. And we'll talk to our guest here because he's probably having some of the same problems we do. So you book yourself out for a year, which means every first Friday of the month for now until December, I know what I have to do. So if I need to go on a vacation or something happens, we hate to cancel on anybody.
Absolutely.
So it makes it tough.
It does. Well, and it also makes it tough when one of your members always takes a whole month off for a vacation. And no offense, Pete, but when it's June, whole month of June, he takes off.
Good.
And we know that, and we love it, and where he's going is God's country, so I don't blame him, All right. But it makes it tough scheduling. So we don't play year-round, mostly because there aren't really facilities that can handle a band our size, which isn't a big band, but other than bars, and we don't want to play those.
No, I agree. I kind of agree.
Anymore.
We like wine bar places where you're really close to the crowd and you feel like you're right there with them. All right. So, are you done adjusting the mic?
I am. I hope that didn't disturb anything.
Why don't we bring out our guest of honor?
And how do we know him?
We know him because A, they're one of the best bands in the area.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
And then B, they contributed to the Christmas holiday album.
Did one of the songs. It was, a matter of fact, one of my favorite ones that was on there out of the 17 songs.
And this gentleman wrote this song.
And that's right. It was an original, so
it had a little Beach Boy flair to it, which we all love. Absolutely. The Beach Boys. So why don't we bring Nathan out?
And from the band?
The Five Band. Nathan, out of the green room where we had all kinds of snacks and good things back there for you.
That's right.
I'm so full.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
We're full too, but not of food.
Gary, Terry?
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now that the formalities are out of the way, the main question I have for you, the name of the band is The Five Band.
Is it The Five or is it Five?
So the way that I always think of it is 5.
Okay.
Just 5. See,
not just 5.
Actually, it could be just 5.
No, it's not, though.
Okay. So the question that I have for you is there's the name of the band's 5. You have 4 people in the band. So my main question that I think everybody out there is dying to know, what's your favorite Beach Boy song?
Huh? Wait a minute.
That's great.
We just did that at lunch. With.
All right. So there's 5. The name of the band's 5. 4 members. What the hell happened? Did you lose somebody?
So I'm not sure the answer is very satisfying. But the story is that I was in a band with the guitar player 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And we had...
Were you like in elementary school?
I was in high school.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you wear it well.
Thank you. The band that we were in had a 2-day-long meeting about what our name would be. And
I've been in stuff like that before, by the way. I understand it.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, no, we can't say that. It's, right.
Well, there's a lot of areas you need to stay away from nowadays, and
Sure.
and you want to be creative, and you want to, yeah.
All right, so you had this meeting.
It's better than my band's name. Anything's better than mine.
But it's your band's name has been around for a while and it's stuck, and it's just it fits.
You made it.
We started off as the French fries, remember? So this keeps going down.
Well, go ahead and raise it up. Gary, you're allowed to adjust that. You can tighten that thing down if you want to. Gary's having a mic problem, as always.
Yes.
All right, so you had a meeting. You guys sat around a table. It's just you and him? Or was it?
No, there were other members, and there was a lot of there was a lot of ego involved. And I just thought, well, I just want to play music.
Yeah.
So this band came out because basically Ted, the guitar player, was going through some personal changes, and I felt like I love her to death, but my wife was working all the time, and I was like, gosh, I have all this free time.
Yeah.
Hey, Ted, let's just play in your basement. And he's like, great. Anyway, so then he was the one to really push it forward and like, well, let's call up the bass player that we used to play with, right?
I understand,
anyway,
yeah.
So to address the name, what happened was it was really just kind of like, I thought, look, we're never going to go anywhere with this. It's not going to be a thing, right? And I do not want a 2-day long meeting. So how about 5? It just was, I liked the sound of it. I liked that there was this juxtaposition of 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
And so the thing that I've realized is that the main thing that drove the name was that I thought nobody ever cares about band names, right? You hear a band name.
You spent 2 days not caring, right?
I didn't care. But, like you hear a band name like the Shrieking Monkeys or whatever, and you're like, oh, and you hear it again later, and you're like, I guess I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing to it. And so I thought, nobody cares about band names. Nobody cares. Right?
That's a great approach, though,
And here's what's happened is that because there's only 4 of us, every single show, someone comes up and says, but there's only 4 of you, but you're named 5. And I'm like, you mean I made people care about the band name when I thought people didn't? So
that's clever. That is a good answer. That's a good answer.
Well, that's where the shirt, I don't know if you've seen our shirts, but the back of the shirt says I'm the 5th.
Yes,
our band shirts. Because it was like, you know what? The only reason that we're still here, that we're still doing this is because they cared. So
wow.
They're the 5th.
So let's talk about the history of the 5 band. How long have you guys been playing?
So as 5, this will be year 15.
I remember seeing them at a place called Lincoln Park Grill.
We used to play there all the time.
Tropics by the time we were there.
And it was, they had changed a lot of different names. Yeah. The Tropics, I remember seeing.
Yeah.
And everybody said, you need to catch these guys. And I said, 5? How many? And I thought we counted 5 when we saw you. So somebody might have been standing a little close to the band, or somebody sat in.
We did many shows there with Tracy Lakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there might have been 5.
Facts.
Yeah.
And Tracy was there.
Yeah.
Well, see.
So it's all the more confusing.
Worthless. That's right. That's great, though, because I didn't ever want to ask you till we got it live. Because I said, I remember them as 5. And so.
Real quick funny story about the Milos, the name for the Milos. We couldn't figure out what it's going to be, right? We're all sitting around arguing about it, you debating, oh, that sucks, this is no good. And my cat walked through the room. His name was Milo.
Oh, no way. Oh, yeah.
What about the Milos? And we didn't care, right? We were so irritated, the Milos, and that's how the name came up.
There you go.
Should have been the 5 Milos, because aren't there 4 of you? Thinking outside the box there a little bit.
I think you guys are probably the hardest working band in the area, because how many gigs do you do a year? How many gigs do you do in 2025?
I think it was 72.
Think. I'm allowed to go 12 to 15 shows, and the boys don't want to play any more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do, but they don't.
How could you possibly do that many shows? Because there's only 52 weeks in a year, right?
Yeah, I think that there were a handful of, I don't remember many, I guess I blocked it out. But I know that there was a Sunday where it was a 2-show day, and I know that was following a Saturday that was a long show, and then a Friday that was a show.
That's
so
young pups. They can still do it.
That's
yeah.
That's not human to do that.
Have you ever done 3 shows in one day?
As 5, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Once.
We did it once. And
it was, never again.
Yeah, and it was when the temperatures were over 100 degrees that day, and it was the 4th of July, and we had 3 shows lined up. And it was
Everybody
awful.
loves hot fries.
They do.
So if you've done that many shows, who handles the bookings for you guys?
The bass player, Mike.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you go through Mike, he books you, he looks at the calendar, and is there any time during that course of the year somebody's going, man, this is just too much?
We try to, I would say, frequently check in with each other. You know, like, hey, so like I think we've determined that we're probably done with 4-hour shows, right?
Yeah.
We made that decision, not just because of longevity of your beat, but health reasons. It's just like, I don't think it's healthy to be out there for 4 hours.
No,
you don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 4 hours sometimes are overkill. It's overkill.
And we usually we'll do 3 hours straight through.
I've done that many
right?
times.
As a matter of fact, that's traditionally what we do. We just kind of want to get in.
You don't take break when you're 3 hours?
It's hard because you lose the crowd.
You do.
And my brother goes, I don't want to lose. Don't lose the crowd.
You're right, though.
Yeah, I agree. But boy, my butt's sore because we sit and play.
Well, you old people, they a lot more energy when you're standing. And these guys even have dance steps. I have seen videos.
I've never seen them move.
They kill it. I love it. I wanted to bring it into the boys, but I knew they'd go nowhere.
So let's talk.
I love that energy that you guys do on some of your moves. Oh yeah.
So
they're natural.
Name the members of the band. Let's give these guys some credit.
Oh yeah.
So you're here kind of talking about who else is in there?
Ted Shimp, guitar player, keyboard player, harmonica player, mandolin player. I think that covers everything.
Wow.
Matt Arnold is the drummer and does background vocals and occasionally lead vocal. And then Mike Giefer is the bass player.
And you guys, that formation of the band has been together 15 years?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It's like 200 years in cover band years, right?
But why? Because you've been under the radar, and I don't go out all the time, right? If I'm playing, I go out. But if I'm not playing, I'm not going to bars. But I always thought you guys are kind of under the radar. As good as you are, how have you flown under that radar so much? Also, now you're kind of popping above the fray.
I wish I knew. I mean, the whole approach has been very much understated.
Now, were you playing bars or were you playing private events? Because a lot of times, if you're private events, you don't get your name out there.
It's been a good mix of both.
And how do you find your jobs?
That's not really my department. So.
should we call him up and talk to him?
Man.
So I think that anymore it has become sort of self-sustaining, right? Like basically we've been at the original Chappies and now the Chappies Social House, which is now the only Chappies.
Yeah.
We've been playing at Chappies since 2012. Right?
Is that every week or every month?
Every month.
Was that when they were in West Carrollton area?
Yeah, right there, 725.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a great place.
I think that has yielded so many more shows, right? Because people see us, and my thought, maybe this is straying a bit from the question, but my thought was always, I want the goal was originally to kind of be every band, right? So if it was a festival, be big enough, maybe invite other members, be big enough to fill that festival stage and to be the headlining act or whatever. And then also be able to fit in a place like Chappies where, you have
small
footprint.
Like
Leaf and Vine. I don't know if you've ever been up in Troy. They have it's an old sort of shop window where the door is recessed, like a downtown area where the door is you're recessed and you're in the the glass.
Is it in the circle of Troy, in the downtown circle?
Maybe not even a block from the downtown circle. Yeah,
that's a great area.
Yeah,
Troy.
But so fitting in these tiny spaces, I just wanted to be like anything we can do. Let's see if we can do it. Right?
That's a great idea.
And so that has, even with Chappies, they were like, "Gosh, you're a full band, 4 guys." I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's where we started with Matt was playing djembe. And
that's when I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember when. It's been a
What's a
slow
djembe?
transition.
I know what a cajon is, but what's a djembe?
That's what I mean. I think he's done both, but that's what I mean.
You got it?
Yeah,
I didn't
cajon.
get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I've been around longer.
The box.
The box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we use when we play out the box.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It makes a small footprint. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, knowing that you play 75 shows a year, obviously you don't practice, right? If you did, it would be hard because you got so many other gigs going on around that.
Yeah, usually it's just if we have, something we really want to add or if there's some tweaking that we want to do.
So tell me how you learn these songs. I know. What are you going to say?
I want to know how you select your songs.
Oh, good question.
Because what you do from Johnny Cash to Aha to Chris Isaac, I mean, who selects your songs and how do you do that? Because you have a fantastic song selection, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you, because they're great.
I'm very grateful that they go along with my choices, right? What I really wanted to do from the get-go was to be the band that doesn't play, like loves Roy Orbison, doesn't play Pretty Woman. Plays Only the Lonely.
I agree with you.
Plays Crying.
Yes.
Plays, You Got It.
Don McLean Crying, too. He did a cover.
He did. That's right. I was
And
going to
it
actually
charted.
do a Don McLean lyric for you and see if you caught it, but you would have probably caught it. February made me
I don't know, Starry Night.
shiver. February made me shiver.
Vincent.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I'm doing his song selection.
Oh, all right.
I think it's 3 songs that charted.
So who's your favorite artist? If you had to pick, if you go on your card on the way back home and you pick somebody, who are you going to listen to?
That's the hardest question you've asked thus far.
I'm like a regular Johnny Carson.
I know. You're pulling it out.
If you're forcing me to choose one right now, like I always love the Beach Boys.
Yeah. That's Gary, you're right down Gary. Gary
See,
just had lunch with a Beach Boy right from here.
I did.
Yeah.
Gary Griffin.
Yeah. Now Gary's
So
touring
cool.
with Al Jardine right now?
Yeah, and
Oh, is he
they're
really?
getting ready to go to Australia this summer. So
Wow.
You going?
gone for
You gonna go see him?
Yeah. I'll see him at the airport when they get back.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to get them just to come to Ohio because they're doing most of their shows out west.
Sure.
And Al Jardine is from Lima, Ohio. And I
did I
said, come
not know
on,
that?"
Gary, you need to have some pull here. Get him in Ohio. Get you guys in Ohio.
I didn't know Al Jardine was from
Yeah,
Ohio.
Lima, Ohio. Is that crazy?
It is
That is
All
crazy.
the rest
crazy.
of them Hawthorne. Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys are playing that much and you have that wide variety of songs, by the way, just rattle off a few of your songs, just if you could.
So we do Dwight Yoakam's 1,000 Miles from Nowhere. We do. Wow.
Have
Okay,
walked
let me.
500
If you had to pick-
We do
miles.
500 miles, which is what technically it's called. I'm Gonna Be.
I'm gonna be
Right.
Is that the one that's maybe got some dance steps in it?
We had a little jumping at the
I
end.
think that's the one I saw.
What do you
We-
mean dance?
It's
Explain it.
choreographed, cool stuff that
But what do they do? I mean,
it
are
was
they,
just good energy, and you could just tell they were feeling it, and it's something you need to go see.
I agree. So,
5.
by the way, where are you guys going to be at? You have any idea?
The next show is at the American Legion in Kettering on January 30th.
We did that one 2 weeks
That's
ago.
where we're
Oh, did you?
debuting our 2026.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Are you
May
gonna be outside?
30th, outside under that pavilion.
Nice.
Well, they're
Hopefully,
they're
Yeah.
building it. They're building a new.
they're expanding
Yeah.
the outside.
Yeah, it's one on Whip Road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. One of the Marshall dead ends into it, kind of. No.
Yeah.
I'm the Kettering one.
No, you're right. That Marshall dead ends in that. The
Okay.
one where I'm talking about is a VFW. They're on
Yeah.
Hewitt or Hyatt or
Hewitt.
something.
Yeah. No, that's not the one. I'm the Kettering one.
You wouldn't.
Are
You wouldn't.
you
That's, no,
Kettering
that's what
one?
I'm talking about. Hewitt, like it's like Whip and
Yeah.
whatever
Okay,
the
I'm
road,
talking
and then
about a
Hewitt,
different
it's
one.
like behind
the
the
one
old
that Marshall dead ends into to Wilmington. I
on
think.
Wilmington. Yeah, that's
that
a VFW, I think.
So if you had to guess,
Yours is a Legion.
Mine's mine's
okay. Yeah, mine's a VFW.
Okay,
well,
that's where
mine.
you're starting.
Yeah, we're starting.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
No, we're VFW. I think
No, that's a Legion.
We won't bore
My
these
mom
people with it.
was.
They can go to Google and figure it out.
Yeah, how many songs do you think you have in your whole repertoire?
Easily accessible, probably 200. Probably.
Yeah, we put out set lists every time we play so people can pick.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It is because they'll circle like 12 songs. You go, I can't give you 12 songs, but I can give you 3 because I got other lists I got to go get.
Sure.
You mean like you give it out to the audience?
We give them out to the audience.
I love it.
And
really?
they pick, don't copy that.
We used to do that.
Huh?
We used to do
Oh,
that.
you did not.
We had all of our songs listed, and I would walk around on every table and say, "Here's tonight's song selection," and that's all. But we eventually said we've got to have a set list because we were wasting too much time between songs.
See, that's the fun part. We say, shout out what song because we give them 156 songs.
Wow.
Shout out what song you want to hear.
Yeah.
And they shout it out, and off we go.
So learning new material, how do you if you don't practice? Because that's pretty much where my band is.
So we do practice. It's not like in the summer when we're playing like those 2-3 show weekends, we don't practice then.
Right.
But so like we just picked up a new Moody Blues song that we probably had 3 or 4 practices for, and then we played it at Chappie's and we played it at Zink's, and it feels. I think we're pretty much there on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there are some practices.
And what song is it?
The Voice.
The Voice. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
How's it go? Listen.
Won't you take me back to school? I need to learn the golden rule.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's amazing about you guys do Johnny Cash, and then you'll turn around and do that song. Right? Those are just so.
And then, like I said, Chris Isaac, and then Aha.
I'm. It's funny because you know what you just know. Your experience is your own experience, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it was just like, sitting by a speaker, just listening to that voice and how they made it and how their jaw was set, maybe, and their tongue, and like working.
You really go to that depth. You try to emulate that because your Johnny Cash is spot on.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely I do, and I am continually refining it so that I'm not chasing my own tail. Sounding like what I sounded like last week, right? So like, I need to tune back into the Johnny Cash sound and like, oh yeah, he sounds this way, But listening to that and then just emulating it since I was a kid.
Right.
And I just felt like I didn't feel like I wanted to hear my voice singing those songs.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like isn't everybody in that position where it's like, you want to hear Johnny Cash sing those songs, right?
But do you have to decide, is tonight going to be young Johnny or is it going to be old Johnny? Because they're very distinct.
They definitely are. I think I'm pretty well parked at the age that he was that I am.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
There's some variance there too as well. But no, so there's times where, like in the song Get Rhythm, he drops to a lower octave to sort of sing, like you're my little boy to be working that way, right? I almost never do that.
Yeah,
because it never comes. I can't project it enough. But
you're right. On projection, that would be those lower notes are pretty tough.
But there are nights where after we did 2 shows the previous 2 days where I'm like, I'm doing it.
That's my register.
I'm ready.
Right? You're down there now. That's right. You're right.
Does anybody else in the band sing, or is it just you?
The drummer sings.
The drummer.
Yeah.
So he'll do the harmonies for you.
He does a lot of the harmonies. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your equipment setup. Do you take your own PA?
Yes. Yeah. That's one of the things that's perhaps noteworthy about us is that, and even maybe much to his own chagrin, the drummer runs sound.
From back there. Mm-hmm. We put the speakers, try to put them behind us so we hear what we think they're going to hear.
Oh, yeah?
It's just, it creates feedback from time to time.
Yours isn't a Bose system?
It is. It's one of those.
But I thought the Bose system didn't create feedback, and you could
it does.
So you didn't have to have monitors.
We don't, and it does create feedback.
It does.
Yeah, especially on low end with Chuck's
drum.
You're
using a full sound system, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
For the most part, if it's a smaller show, we'll use what does he have? I think it's an EV, but it's very similar to the Bose.
Yeah, the pole systems. Yeah. Yeah,
it's not my department.
But they're all great, by the way.
Department.
They all sound great, especially for wine bars and places smaller.
Yeah.
It fills the room. It's not overpowering. It just clear as a bell.
Yeah.
That's why I love them so much. So you have a keyboard player. Does your keyboard player come out and play mandolin?
We only have one, maybe two songs that he does that on.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of dependent on if we really want to go to the trouble of bringing the mandolin or...
Who makes a set list?
Almost exclusively I do.
So you go home, usually there's 30 songs to a night or something like that, roughly 24, 30. How many songs?
I don't count. Because I want to say it's probably more like 45, maybe.
Really?
Because that's the other thing that I never wanted to be as in a band is that so many bands just fill up with solos.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, man, you're going to go another, okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Grateful Dead, by the way.
You're going to...
Don't get me started with the Grateful
Dead. You're going
No,
to jam.
sorry he passed away this week, but I was never a fan.
Bob Ware?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Bob
never
Ware.
a fan of the Grateful Dead.
I remember.
Nothing at all. Trucking,
Nothing.
Huh.
You're
Matter of
not
fact, somebody
a
tried
friend
me
of
for
the
this.
devil? You're not a friend of the devil? You look like you could be.
So you have your 3.5 minute songs, basically.
Right.
So
Same
do you,
here. Yeah.
do you count like 14 songs per hour or something like that? Because that's what I do.
We have the iPads, right?
Yeah.
And we use an app, and it just calculates. So I target how long I want the set to be.
There we go.
And so typically we do like an hour 40, take a 20-minute break, come back, do an hour.
Yeah.
So all of that is broken down. So I target, an approximate time, but
Yeah.
it does all the math. So it's real nice.
What's great about handing out the set list is we have a little tip bucket there, right? And most people are really kind because when they come up and bring us a set list in the middle of a song, which is fine, can you play these songs? They always put money in the tip jar, and which is fantastic. You don't have to, by the way, just come up and request a song, but it's really nice that they do.
Yeah.
So it's one.
I'll remember that. I'll come up and help myself to that jar then next time.
Dip your hand in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't care for the way you did that last one.
So what's the biggest gig you guys have done?
Biggest. So we're talking like audience size?
Yeah, like he plays a phrase. You'll do big venues like that.
We've played the stage of the phrase 4 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was, and that's my old backyard because the restroom concession stand at the phrase is my first house I ever bought.
Really?
Yes, it is. 675 Lincoln Park Boulevard. My house.
What's funny about him, and I don't know if many people know this, he's a fantastic artist.
Oh, quit.
You show me some of the stuff you've done.
This is about Nathan and
I know, but
5.
I'm here for this. So
he's a fantastic artist.
My dad was a commercial artist, and maybe I got one of his fingers or something. I don't know.
One of his fingers.
So your new material that you're going to come up with, do you feel like we've got 4 or 5 songs a year at least to stay fresh so we can recycle some of these and pull out some of the new? Do you have a number that you go for let's try to get 4 or 5 new songs or 10 or whatever?
So I would say, my son was born 10 years ago, and my daughter was born coming up on 7 years ago, and that put a major crimp in my ability to sit down and learn a song. And even now, if I sit down at the piano and try to figure something out, or a guitar or whatever, he's out bringing his drum set, or she's, like they want to be involved, and I never want to discourage that.
Yeah,
so
I would absolutely love that.
New Partridge? No, it wouldn't be. More Cowsills family.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's real family. Yeah.
But so only in the past couple of years have they, I think they gave me a very strong sense that they were a bit bored. The guys did.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, can we, in a very nice way, they were like, can we add some songs, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we've been better, and it's probably been probably 6 songs a year for the past couple of years.
I think that's healthy all around. You can only do, no offense, Margaritaville, so many times.
Oh, God.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have to play Sweet Caroline, which is great because the crowd loves it.
They do.
And we love the fact they love it. but every single time there's no getting away from that. So
You know the bum bum bum, that part?
They love it.
Well, when we did that at the Dayton Art Institute, I made the mistake of saying, "This song sucks."
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I got it from every angle possible. So we haven't done that song since.
Wow.
Because they're afraid I'm going to say it again. And I would never do it. But it fit.
Well, I actually like the song. I mean, even though I have to play
right.
it every
it's just,
week.
Yeah, every other band and their mother does it. And it's because the people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you give merchandise out at your shows?
We only started doing T-shirts back in June.
Okay.
So, and I don't know, man, we must have hit at the right time because like that's when Facebook exploded for us, and like, yeah, it's been a very good 8 months or whatever.
Are you selling it through Facebook or through personal shows?
Again,
Both.
that's not really my department, but
Oh, it's not. That's
He's
a
not
good.
marketing.
You don't ever want to be in that department because you'll lose money.
Yes.
Every little venture I've gone out on, I've lost a boatload.
Oh, yeah?
Shirts, cups, you name it, mugs.
Well, I'll
you
tell
got a
you what,
garage
I've
full
done
of.
it. Oh no, it's always gone.
That's
but
good.
we give out shirts. We give out.
You give 'em
We
out.
give them out.
We sold
for
them.
people who are doing a great job with Sweet Carolina. We
Yeah.
we want to reward them, so we'll say we'll have a contest. Who can do the best job with OHIO?
I see.
And then
Yeah.
we give them a T-shirt, and then they wear the T-shirt, I mean that's what we use the tip money for.
Yeah.
We buy T-shirts to give out.
Well, I lost $4 per shirt last year when we were selling.
How many did you buy?
200.
Oh, ouch!
Yeah. And then, people like you, I gave you one. If I would have known you then, you'd have had a Fries Band shirt.
Dang it.
They're gone.
They're all gone.
It was the 35th anniversary, I think,
That's awesome.
shirt. And so I'm not going to be a 36th or 37th.
If you have your Fry shirt, keep it because
It will be collectible.
it's classic.
No,
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that to speak to one of your earlier questions, like I think that's probably why we've maintained an understated, or however you phrased it,
Under the radar.
under the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just don't have it within me to be the lead guy that is, and like during the song, I feel like I do a fine job.
Oh,
right?
you're on it.
But as soon as the song's over, that's the part I connect with. So as far as like, hey, tip the staff and make sure,
Yeah.
how's everybody doing tonight or whatever, that's never been me.
Oh, that's my job.
See,
So-
that's never been me, but it's been forced.
Oh, yeah?
Because everybody else is even more silent, and I've had to become, and I wasn't that way either. I want to play the music and get on to the next one, and I don't want to say, hey, tip those waitresses or
Try the
waiters,
veal
and
or whatever,
yeah. And,
So do you try to learn
thanks
this?
to the sound man out there, you're doing a great job, and
Oh yeah, that's
and
part of the
It
sales
is, but-
process. Yeah. So, do you guys do any marketing? I mean, are you promoting yourselves out there in any way, or are you just
A bit.
And how do you do that for those other bands that are out there who want to play 75 gigs a year?
I think that at this point, and probably for the past 5 to 7 years, maybe we've been able to say, here's how many shows, here's the venues that we've played. We're, always punctual. We're not going to do a 3-hour teardown. Our teardown's probably 20 minutes, probably at this point.
Yeah, ours is like that too.
ours isn't.
And,
Teardown is, setup's not.
We're set
Yeah.
up in 20 minutes, and
Oh
we're
my
tore
God, we're
down
an hour
about
and a
10 to
half.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's a plug and play like Boomerfest, and I hear rumors Five is playing Boomerfest this year.
Oh, seems like I heard something about that. I think I agreed to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I know, I am too. I would love to touch base and maybe have a guest appearance vocal on 1 or 2 songs if we could get together. That would be fun.
very exciting.
It
yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they may be playing. They got good authority. You may be playing the 4th of July up at Americana Fest.
We always love it.
Yeah, so you're absolutely hitting the main stage, the big time here, as far as it
Yeah.
goes from events and festivals and things like
Yeah.
that. What is your favorite place to play? I mean, do you like playing the smaller places where you can kind of the audience is right there? Would you rather be back a ways?
So we loved playing at Spinoza's.
Where?
Spinoza's at the Fairfield Mall. It's been closed now
Oh yeah,
for maybe
yeah, it was
3 or
back
4
in-
years.
I never
Next
knew they
to
had
Disney,
bands there.
wasn't it?
Oh,
When
yeah.
Disney
It's a pizza
store
place,
was there?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Never knew you had bands there.
That was, talking about Sweet Caroline, like we were playing Cracklin' Rosie.
Oh, God, what a great song.
I love that song.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Neil
owner's
Diamond's got some
like,
good songs.
that's fine, but you might want to consider playing Sweet. He was very understated about it and just great.
Yeah.
And so we started to do it, and boy, people responded. And I was
Nice,
like, okay,
nice,
I guess we're doing that.
Yeah,
So,
you got to have, there's a few songs you just can, even if you don't do a good job at it, like we don't do a great job at it, but people love it.
well, when people love it, like that's part of why you do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty great.
So do you try to sound like the band, or do you try to sound like yourselves doing that song?
I would say that we try to walk a very fine line between both. It's all kind. I take it as incredible praise when people come up at the end and they're like, "I thought that was the radio."
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because we haven't been. It's too strong a way to say it, but we haven't been offensive. Like it's been there. It's been present enough for them to go, "Oh, the radio," right? Like.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it's not, calling as much attention to us or whatever. But I work very hard, and the guys do too, in fact, we just had a practice today where we're refining songs that we've refined before and chasing just the tiniest nuance.
Really?
Because all of us just kind of love that.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, so hey, there's this thing that happens in that Moody Blues song. It's just, a 7-note run.
That's crazy.
I love that.
See, I will admit I'm the laziest musician you will ever find. Somebody says we're going to do this song. I don't listen to it. I just show up at practice. What key is it in?
Oh, my.
And I go.
Yeah.
Right? But by doing that, I'm not trying to copy their parts. I'm trying to create my own part that within that song structure.
Uh-huh.
I would prefer that.
And we don't
Always.
try to sound too much like the original. We try to sound like it's us doing that
Yeah,
song. And I want to
yeah.
be creative and unique about that.
Absolutely. Even
Yeah.
in some of your arrangements. I mean, that's with us. You want to be your own entity, I guess you'd say, because I don't want to be a cover, since we are all doing cover songs, and I don't know. I've not heard you throw some originals in any of your shows, but I know they're in there. But yeah, people come out to hear music that they know.
Right.
And it's very difficult to do that original kind of. You throw in a few maybe, and even then it's kind of tough. But
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the things starting out that I wanted to accomplish, which was that. So we do a handful of them, but notably, I don't know if you know Amos Lee, right?
No.
Like he's been around for about 25 years now, maybe.
You have those famous Amos cookies?
That's a
Were those-
different Amos.
Oh,
Those are
sorry.
great.
So sorry. Sorry.
Let's start talking about those.
But I really felt like, oh my gosh, this particular song by Amos Lee, Windows Rolled Down, is it fits right in the realm of like what version of Neil Young and one of the members of, was it Stills and Young? Was it Nash and Young? I don't remember. There was an album in the 70s, Long May You Run's on it.
Long May You Run.
Yeah. This Amos Lee song, to me, fits right in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And I love to find stuff like that I love.
Yes.
And that, is perfectly, it just aligns.
Right.
And so I said, you know what? Let's be the band that, we'll play Margaritaville, Sweet Caroline occasionally, right? I really would rather play, like I said, Crying or Only the Lonely instead of Pretty Woman.
Sure.
Right? And let's also bring out these songs. So that was when the tag came up of like songs songs you forgot
Yeah.
and songs you should know.
That's your tag?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I've read that multiple times, and it fits.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good tag. I didn't know that
It
was your
is.
tag.
Are you going to use it? Because if
I'm
not,
going
we
to
will.
steal
too.
it. Yeah, I love that. I'm not.
I love bringing in obscure stuff, but people still know it.
Yeah.
But it's very obscure, and it probably didn't chart even, but
Right.
everybody
Oh,
knows
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so as we land this podcast for the February edition of Gary and Terry Argue About Music, the topic we'll discuss, I don't know if there'll be any arguments about this or not.
You always turn it into an argument.
Well, of course.
What's the title?
Gary and Terry Argue About Music. It is actually January 20, what is the date today?
19th.
19th?
No, it's Martin Luther King Day. So as we talk, as we sit here
2026.
today, 2026, You feel like the ER doc I was at. Sorry. As we sit here today on Martin Luther King Day, the question I'm posing to you guys is, name your favorite black artist.
Whew.
So, Nathan,
would you like to let our guests go first?
Yeah, let's let our
so there are
Nathan,
no repeats.
Tell me your favorite black artist.
So I can tell you what names immediately occurred to me.
Go ahead.
Right? So I have always loved the sound of Sam Cooke's voice.
Oh my God, yeah,
right? Amazing. God. And then when I thought of him, I immediately thought Brooke Benton. I love Brooke Benton's voice.
I don't know if I know Brooke Benton.
Oh, yes. Very in the same. No, he was a little younger than Sam Cooke.
But Sam Cooke did that. What's that song?
But Sam Cooke was quite a writer. I don't know if Brooke
was
Benton.
he? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he wrote a lot of working on the Chain Gang, and he wrote a lot of big hits. Sam Cooke.
It's been a long time coming. Remember that song? It's been a long.
Yeah.
Change Gonna Come.
God, that song's awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
So wait a minute, I hear more of that. You're hitting them.
What else? You got another one you want to throw out there?
Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Sure.
She could sing the phone book, and I'd listen to that. Yeah.
Well, Gary, now that you're sitting on a phone book.
I know. Yes, it's a pillow today.
What's yours?
We're going to go with the Ray Charles was right up there, but I think I'm going to go with Nat King Cole, and it's probably post Christmas, and he's still one of the smoothest crooners out there.
Oh God,
you can just hear the Newports, right?
Yeah, it does. Yes, that's right. And I picture him in the Capitol building using that vintage microphone.
U87,
and so smooth. And even when he was live on TV, just smooth.
Yeah. He was cool.
Yeah.
What a great voice. Matter of fact, I won't bore people long. You know, remember the Capitol Club you would join and pay like 5 cents,
sure.
so they send all these CDs to you?
Yeah.
Just by chance, I bought Nat King Cole's Greatest Hits, and I put it in there. Oh. And when the orchestra hit, oh my God.
And you think of the technology back then,
so
how
much
they
better than
recorded
it is
so clearly.
Yeah,
it's
way better.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your favorite artist?
Well, since you stole Nat King Cole, I was going to take Ray Charles anyway.
Well, that's a two-for steal, so you have to be original and come up with your own.
No, Ray Charles is mine.
No Hendrix or anything, right?
No, don't get me wrong. Hendrix is revolutionary from a guitar point of view, but from a standpoint of just great song catalog, it is absolutely Ray Charles.
Yeah.
I mean, oh God, the best album is that Modern Sounds of Country Music by Ray Charles.
Oh yeah.
I have that on vinyl.
There you go.
Yeah.
Any last words of wisdom before we sign off from these good people?
I just appreciate you guys asking me to join in here.
Oh, it's very cool to be kind of touching base with new musicians in the area that have only been around 15 years. You know.
Well, you know, again, sorry to drag this out. If you go to a bar, everybody playing in bars, it seems like it's older. I never see younger bands out playing.
Yeah.
It's depressing.
Yeah. And one last thing. Your next show live is
You're in February.
In February. If that's not in your...
I think that the first weekend in February we're at Chappie's, and we might also be at Zink's that weekend.
Zink's is where we play, so that's where we play twice.
Well, they're only a mile or so away from each other, so.
It's Southern Ohio Brewing, so I think we're at Chappie's on that Friday, the 7th or something like that.
How do they find your schedule? Do they go to Facebook or go to Five?
Well, to go back to the first point about the band name, had I known about or thought about Google, I would have given the name Five, because you type Five into Google and you are not going to find us.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Even on Facebook.
Even on Facebook,
it's tough.
yeah. So theband5.com, which I think is THEBAND, and I think the word five, I think. But I think if I don't know. You know what? So AI seemed to know all about us. So just ask AI.
The person that really knows is right across from me, right next door to you, because what he'll do is post-production, he'll find that site. He'll put it up there so people will know where to find it.
So what I should have said was not my department.
Not my department. That fits.
One of these days I want to ask what department is yours, but that's okay.
Right.
All right, folks, we're going to sign off. We've gone a little long today, but we appreciate you tuning in.
Oh, but all worth it. Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you for having me.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So thanks to Nathan for joining us from the 5 Band. Check him out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. We'll see you later. Bye.